Hi, this is Alejandro, your Spanish tutor. In the other video, we went into the basics of Anki, how to install it and how to install the add-ons and how to import text. So now that we have everything set up, if you are my student, I'm going to send you the vocabulary deck. Okay, that's the title of the deck. You simply have to import it, as we learned the other day, and we are going to, in this lesson, go over the basics of creating cards and see what different cards we can create with these notes. Okay, the notes type is the vocabulary deck. It's what I created for you. And then we're going to go into a live example how to create a card. Okay, so let's start. Card creation, some basics. When you go to Anki and go to add a new card, you will see this. Okay, on the top left you can see type. This is the type of note you are creating. The type of note defines the field of the card and how Anki is going to behave. But you don't have to worry about that. Just make sure that when creating vocabulary, you have the type vocabulary, okay, the note vocabulary. And then on the right you have deck, in which deck this card is going to be allocated. Okay, and then you have all this stuff in the top. It's not interesting to us for now. And we have fields and cards, okay, which is also nothing you have to worry about. What you have to worry about is filling the different fields of the card. You can see the fields of the note vocabulary. It's example word, translation, image, recording, grammar category, extra, and sentence. Okay, so filling different types of fields, we create certain kinds of cards. We are going to see now what that means. So this note type is capable of producing three types of cards. The first one is the production card. So if you fill the fields example word and image, example word being the word we are trying to learn in Spanish, and then you paste an image, a card in which an image is shown in the front and the word on the back is going to be created. This is testing your production, your ability to produce this word. So when you see this picture, you have to come up with a word exercise. Given that you are the one who is going to create the pictures and to choose the pictures, you are going to know if this means exercise or gym or man or anything else, right? And you can see a field that shows translation. This gives you the possibility of showing you the translation if with a picture it's not enough for you to get the answer. For that to work, you need to fill in the field translation too. Okay, and on the other side you can see the answer, ejercicio, with the masculine noun. That's the categoría gramatical, the grammar category. Okay, so if you fill in this field, it will appear here. And you see a link in word reference. This is automatically created if in the example word field you put a word in Spanish and with no capital letters or spaces. Okay, this is important. So this is the first type of card it's going to create, production. Picture in the front, answer with the word in the back. Okay. The second kind of card it's going to create is one that is going to test your recognition of the word. So if aside from the example word and the picture, you also put a recording of the word on it, it's going to create a card that on the front is going to play the recording. So in this case, the card will say ejercicio, and it will test if you can recognize this word, comprehend it, and know what is the meaning, right? So for that, it's important to fill in the field recording. Okay, and the last card is going to create is context. Okay, it's a mistake here. It should be 3 instead of 2. So in context, what it's going to show us is the picture of the word and a sentence that puts the word in context. And it's going to ask you to know which word is missing. For that to happen, you need to create again example word, image, recording, and sentence. Okay, in the sentence field, You just create a sentence and put an underscore in the place of the word we are trying to learn. Okay, the extra field is in the case you want to add anything like this is a masculine noun because it has an ending in O, or whatever you want to put as extra information. So if you fill all of these fields, it's going to create automatically the 3 flashcards. So it's going to test you in the same word if you can recognize it as an audio, if you can produce it, seeing the picture, and if you can put it in context. So I think it's an amazing resource, just filling all of these fields. Okay, so let's go over a real-life example how to create a flashcard. This will be our document for the lessons. We have been doing an exercise, and after the lesson you review it and see this sentence, dejen la tapa del inodoro levantada. And you're not sure about inodoro, okay? This is a word you are not very clear about. So the first thing you do is you copy, you paste it in the address bar and go to images, okay? Very easy, right click, copy image. Just simply go to add a flashcard. Go to the image field and paste it. That's it. And you write down the word, inodoro. Translation, toilet, and now recording, important. 3 options. You record it yourself. So you press here or F5, inodoro. Okay? Inodoro. Okay, it's recorded already. Okay? Second option, using the add-on text-to-speech. Okay, we will leave that for another tutorial. And the third option is to go to forvo.com, okay, and look for the word inodoro. You have to be registered, okay? You choose one, okay, this, inodoro, and download the MP3. And as an MP3, you paste it in the flashcard. And that's it. That's it. So, categoría gramatical, this is a masculine noun, okay? Extra information. For example, you could say also butter, it's a synonym, okay? So also butter, it's another way of saying it. So, as a sentence, dejo la tapa del inodoro levantada. So it will be something like I leave the top of the toilet up every time, see? And remember to underscore the word you're trying to learn. So that's it. You add, and you have created 3 cards as we have mentioned. Okay, you can see them here. First one. So the first one you have on the front the toilet and the word. Okay, and in the second one you will be asked to recognize the word with the audio and the answer on the other side. Okay, and in the third one, you will be shown the sentence. Okay, which word is missing? Dejo la tapa del levantada. Okay, and the answer. So that's a real-life example of how you create a flashcard. Okay, I think it's an amazing tool. You think it's time-consuming, and okay, maybe it's more time-consuming than reviewing at first, but on the long term, it's so much more valuable. You are exposing yourself to so many ways of knowing this word, and that in the long term, all these efforts will be worth it. So that's it for the vocabulary deck. In the next video, we're going to talk about grammar and pronunciation decks, so you can keep learning and take your experience to the next level. So any comments or doubts, you can leave it down below, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you very much.